What's going What's going on, everyone? Just probably not going to be on the mic too often. Just doing this because, for the most part, Arc, when you are concentrating, you can't really talk. It's all depending. But so I'm giving this a shot. My friend recommended me this game. I played a long time ago, ASC, and I put it down because it had so many bugs. It just drove me crazy. So I was like, this game is not for me. And I picked up the Forest or something like that. It was like the Forest, and I think what other game that satisfied that need? It was like Fallout 4, The Forest, and like some other games that filled that gap of free roam and customization and all that stuff. But giving this a shot now, as she recommended it to me. So I currently have a server up. The server is right there, Helena Walker's Champions. I didn't name it. Um, she did. But I kind of dig it because it makes sense. This server is basically just for ascending. There's really nothing grand to it. It's just, build a base, find a place you want to play, ascend, build your base as big as you want it to. Don't grief or anything. We got some basic rules for the server. And while she was setting it up and everything like that, I do not know how to use the console commands for ASA. I only know how to use ASC. Now, some people say, oh, they're the same. For the most part, there are, but because there's a lot of changes, there's also a lot of different ways of summoning stuff and all that stuff. Nothing worked for me, so I had to have that person come in and just pretty much give them admin powers so they can customize my server and everything how I like it. And if things go wrong, I'm just gonna call her up again and see if she can help me. So, where do we spawn? Okay. So it looks like there's already. I think those are the times where we were testing things. One, two, three, four. Yeah, yeah. And the fact they were all around the map. So what we were doing, we was making sure that all the mods were spawning correctly and working because honestly, Ark is one of those games where you can't just install the mods and just cross your fingers and hope for a good recording. It doesn't work that way. You really need to make sure everything is working. So we stress tested by flying really, really fast across the map to see if we crash. We did not crash. We flew around to see if all the mods that we downloaded are correctly spawning. They're spawning. And I believe the few times that I died is because I had the fly ability, but I kept dying from cold temperatures, which was really stupid. I did not have GSM on. I believe I was on the back of a griffin, and she had um, like cheats or something. And she made the griffin go super fast, and that's how we were stress testing. And I think she paused up there a couple times, and then I just died of cold temp. Like right now, it's cold, and I'm in the south, like equatorish side, and I'm still freaking cold. The fortitude might have to do some work. And health is boosted. I'm level 8. I got a few already in already. Health is boosted. Almost everything is pretty much boosted. Let's see, fortitude is good. Fortitude is pretty good. Yeah, I got everything boosted because vanilla arc is just really grueling. And this is supposed to be for people who don't necessarily want to try. Just want to solo ascend, enjoy your time, and just, not worry about people griefing and everything like that. And I think before she left, she forgot to. We were testing the untamables, and this one came in. I believe is a death worm, which is, if I remember correctly, these cannot be tamed because of the mod. We can tame it now, and it's freaking sick. We were testing all the insect mod because I was trying to see. I was gonna go this game with mostly insects being the stuff that I try to tame. And I just think it's cool, and death worms are part of that category, if I'm not mistaken. It's a like giant arthropod or some shit. So I'm gonna do like death worms, arthros, scorpions, or like all those like stuff, and just like see if I can actually have an army of insects. But from what on most part, a lot of people tell me that's just not a possible thing because all insects are pretty much squishy and have a weakness to fire, which is not gonna work on the dragon. There you go. And death worms can go into the boss arena, so that. I might just tame them just to make like a zoo or whatever. Like, look, I got all the insects. I think they're pretty cool. Um, I think I'm gonna have to do the classic Rexes for one boss, Megatheriums for the Brood Mother. If I remember correctly, that's how I went in ASC, and I was told it's the same way. So Megatheriums is a pretty good start for Brood Mother, so we'll need to tame Megatheriums ASAP. Um, then after that, we'll probably have to go Rexes or Paddletail Spiders. We have that mod going in, and the Paddletail Spiders are actually pretty strong, so they can actually do pretty well. And I think for the Theory Man, I can't remember if this is from the Valguero or the center, or was it here that one of them is the Dragon and Manticore duo. So I believe Valguero. No, it's not Valguero. Valguero is all three of them at the same time, and I think it's either the center or this one where it's the Dragon Manticore. So the Dragon Manticore one's going to be a pain, but if I remember correctly, the Manticore could be sprayed with a decent, not a decent, an ascending weapon, while you have your tames eventually go after the Dragon, because the Dragon is the one that's going to freaking land more than the Manticore. The Manticore is going to be like in the air most of the time. Alright, so I guess this is my starter tame. I have a lantern. Cool. I guess these are just leftovers from when we were testing, and I plan to keep it. Yep, because if I understand correctly, these things are almost impossible to tame. It's like Reaper Queen, but worse, because you get a bunch of death worms that's trying to stop you from taming. I'm not 100% sure if Darker mod. Okay, the Darker mod is working, so that way light makes sense. I like everything to have a function in this game, and if it's like, it looks like the blue, it looks like daytime, but just blue filter, because without this mod, what happens is, I can see everything. There, inside the trees, all of that. But with the darker mod, it's more realistic. You can't see what's there. So if there's another player, it's perfect for PvP too. So if there's like another player like right here, very difficult to spot you within that dark. It'll be very difficult to spot you. Without the mod, everything is like, it's like daytime, just blue. So I can see everything. Like I can see like the grains on the floor and everything. I believe I removed clouds permanently to reduce lag. I think that's why it's still maybe brighter, because the night's supposed to be dark actually. But I removed clouds. No, she removed clouds. Sorry, I did nothing. I watched her remove clouds. I was told that clouds pretty much take up a lot of frames and can cause crashing. So in order to complement the mods that we have in, we took a little bit off of like texture, shadow textures, a little bit off, and clouds, so that way everything can move smoothly. Okay. Oh, it's aberrant. I didn't even know they came in an aberrant form. I think this is just the mod itself doing that, but it's freaking sick. Like honestly, this thing is dope. I don't want to give this up. Probably gonna get a kill though. I'll tell you that. Guarantee you, I'm gonna get this thing killed. And since it's aberrant, I was told aberrant doesn't spawn in this map, so this is a one. This is definitely a one and only tame. I can't breed this thing. I guess this will be my signature tame. You know, like I don't know if anybody ever. I mean, if you watch Ark, you probably know about Neebs Gaming. Um, and you know, there's one particular guy, um, very loud, likes the color blue, pretty much rage incarnate. Name is Aptro. He's like Jaboa. Like that's his favorite. Like that's just like signature thing. You think about him, you think about a Jaboa. So I guess think about me, think about, well, maybe not this one. You know, I was thinking I'm gonna be associated by a giant snake-like creature. Oh, I'm dying as I come off this thing. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so as I said, I'm not gonna be talking a whole lot, but I guess the objective is to find. What did I say? I guess the objective is to find a good spot to hold up. I remember Green Obelisk used to be a nice place, so I'm gonna try there. I would like to make a base around the desert area. Simply, oh, is that Allosaurus's? Last time I checked, they fight. Let's fight damage. This thing is crazy. Maybe I won't get it killed. I can't see. This is pointless. First person's point. This thing is huge, though. Do I want to fight that and risk it? I don't know what level it is. You can use the boost. Ah, screw it. If it dies, it dies. You know, it's one of those mods that, one of those things I shouldn't even have to begin with, but I'm keeping it because it just looks freaking cool. Look at this thing, man. That forms are not supposed to be tameable, but look at this. This thing is actually pretty good. Whoever designed this mod actually did really, really well. Anyway. I'm trying to think this week mistake. It has bleed. This is a mistake. It sucks. There's so much bleeding you can't. Health is actually pretty good still. 27. And I already have good equipment. Yep, this was worth it. Already good equipment. Anyway, as I was saying, wait, how many did I get? 30. Nice. Am I dying? Was I dying of something? I was not paying attention. I was probably dying of temperature again. So let's put that a little bit in temperature. Weight has been boosted. Yeah, see, look at that. That's perfect. That's nice. This way we don't have to invest too much into other stuff. You can invest a little bit in food, water, oxygen, stamina. I'm gonna save the rest. 'Cause I don't know what I want for it yet. It's been a while, so I don't know what I need to be doing. Some nice stuff in that. And I'm thinking that, yep, here it is. This is the big flat spot. I think a Giga could spawn here, judging by how flat it is. From what I remember in Ragnarok, all big flat spots have chances for a Giga to spawn. Yeah, nice little strike family. So I think we're gonna possibly here, like right in this little spot. It's nice and open area. Maybe here, right? I don't know. Bisons. Yeah, I guess we'll set up here. There's another mod I have yet to see get active yet. It's the NPC mods. I haven't seen those guys yet. Pretty sure I have them active. So they should be active somewhere. Honestly, I like a place with a view, and if I'm gonna make it count for a while, this place is nice, but if I remember correctly, back in my old times, in the desert, like right at the edge right there. This, oh, I am starving. That would explain a lot. Berries, no, don't have anything going. Don't have to do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is close back. We're actually not gonna be here. We're gonna take a chance. This thing promises a lot of good stuff. So actually, maybe this was like a decent first game. Started some places. Take a master. That Lost Colony, DLC, whatever it is that I'm getting, like all those. I'm not 100% sure I'm getting that. To be honest with you, Ark has been in the doghouse for me for a long time. I'm not gonna spend money. I think it's kind of wrong that they're showing it too. Like every now and then you're earning stuff. It's like, hey, look, you're participating in something that you don't care about, or you can't have, or you can't, whatever. Like you should just not have that installed. If the server has it, the server only has it, sure, but that's in solo play too. Yeah, I think like single player, and I think single player that you shouldn't have that because at least that person can just enjoy the game without knowing that there's a DLC he's missing, quote unquote, missing out. The reason I say that is because almost every DLC from Ark that I've ever heard about or been a part about has just been to a degree a letdown because it's just a huge amount. Just a huge amount of bugs and fixing and then not fixing. Like they still have this one bug. Still have this one bug. You know what? Wait, hold up. I remember this little spot. There was this one bug. Yep, there's the NPCs. They fighting something right now. Fighting snake. And there's a little hut here too. Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. I remember this in ASC right here. This is another nice spot. This waterfall is beautiful. Just build a nice little spot right here. You know what? Yeah, this is gonna be home. The desert is just really beautiful. All that, and the desert has, if I remember, cave loot drops, which are really important for late game. But as soon as you hit like 79, I think it's 89 or 70, 80, run around that area. Wait, are you guys going to attack me? You guys are attacking me. I thought I put you guys on friendly. That's unfortunate. I have to kill them. Get out of here. I'm on fire. I swear these guys are unfriendly. Or should I say I had asked to put them in. Gotta break this. Really, if I remember correctly, these things have. I'm about to die. Oh yeah, the fire probably affected me. Oh wait a minute, no. Yep, they have these little boxes inside, and these little boxes have stuff like that. Let me use to put. That's not important right now. When is that? Where'd you go? No! I'm gonna die from this drop. Yep, and I'm dead. This is so stupid, dude. I hate when tames start doing stuff on their own. Ah, dude. To get back is gonna be such a pain because there's no spawn. Oh my god, this is so stupid. This is one of the things that really irked me about this freaking game, dude. Like, something like that. This game is very good at if you leave one small detail out, if you make one little mistake, like leaving your creature on neutral, he'll fight the world as soon as they try to attack him, and then leave you defenseless. Because of that, I could not get down. So having a tame like that is not exactly the best idea. And the fact that I'm all the way over there without a single like sleeping bed, like this was just really, really stupid. But this is Ark. And if you make one little mistake, if you're not paying attention for 1 second, there goes everything. And I do mean every little thing. And I have to do this completely unedited. This was really stupid, man. So stupid. And then how much health do I have? 240. It's a miracle how I could not survive those drops, honestly. And of course, I jump on it. That's another thing about art. Its physics for platforming and parkouring, it's absolutely stupid. If you jump and you make like the slightest like move, it does that. It'll send you flying in one freaking direction. Like if you're playing ping pong, which doesn't make sense because if you was to run into an object in real life, you just hit that object. That's all that happens. So this is really stupid. I gotta go all the way back. I gotta find a way to make this journey count. Died because of the stupidest thing, man. And that's terror birds. Clearly stay fixated on the galley minus. Yeah, still chasing it. So it looks like the death form is just gonna have to be there. Um, Indefinitely because, like I said, this just doesn't make sense why there's not a spawn in this general area. You spawn here, you spawn here, you spawn here, but this entire area is just completely cut off from like any type of spawns. This is to get back is just really really dumb. So it just looks like that's not happening anytime soon. I can make a raft and just avoid it because everything on land just honestly sucks. Of course, I need hide, which is going to be a late thing. Gonna mute up because I'm gonna start cursing to myself because this is really stupid. This was really stupid. hoping now with me using my brain that me taking the raft closer to the desert zone with a spawn point would be a lot easier than me trying to cross country that thing again. I don't know what I was thinking. This was a lot not easier, but no, it is easier. It's just a little bit more time consuming because honestly, if I was not attacked by those terror birds, I'm pretty sure I would just be leaving the snow biome. Um, Not leaving it as in I walked through it. I would have did the U-turn underneath, the little horseshoe turn, and just avoided it completely. And right about now, I think I would just be leaving it and getting close to Death 6, which I believe is where I need to get to. For the most part, if you just need to get to another place really, really fast, a raft is your best friend. I might get the mod, the Clinger mod, where it gives you the boat, because the raft itself kind of sucks. You need something bigger than this. So I might get Clinger mod. I think that's how you say it. It's the boat mod. It's actually pretty cool. Now, what's going to make this really difficult is I have to avoid that entire section, that small little, see that little island that's like kind of cut off from the rest, but still connected in a way, next to the desert biome. Yeah, that has dragons, or wyverns. But we need to avoid that spot just completely, which is going to make the time go extensively longer. It's kind of like the whole Panama Canal situation. We have to go all the way around that rather than just freaking go straight through the little narrow path. We won't survive that. Oh, that's the sea sponge. All right, I'm gonna mute up, and we're going to enjoy this nice little unedited version of me getting there. So if you wanna, I guess just skip it. I hope it doesn't go all the way to the end. I'm guessing not, because I'm not going to edit most of these. I'm going to keep them unedited, for the most part, because two reasons. One, I'm not good at editing, and well, two, the other reason is that I've noticed a lot of streamers. There's not a lot of way to prove them, but when they play Arc, a good amount of them have been called out for like cheating or whatever. Like, hey, your 100 days or whatever. We noticed this, that, there, and the third. I will watch them. I wouldn't play, but I still watch these things. So I'm just gonna try to make it as unedited as possible, so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. Like a streamer, I'll be honest with you right now. I'm pretty sure, like, I wouldn't blame a streamer for them just like doing one of those um, cut to a long shot, cut to a scene or whatever like that, and then cut back to you just arriving at the desert area. 9 times out of 10, especially if you look at the time of day and everything, um, they probably just dropped the command and flew over there, then drop walk, because they're just like, oh yeah, we gotta get there. Oh, something's attacking, something's attacking, something's attacking. What the hell is that? That's a what? Um, please don't attack my raft. Oh, it's attacking my raft. We gotta get to shallow water. 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 Are you kidding me right now? Get away from me! The freaking Leviathan is attacking me right now. Oh, it's got the. Okay, so the music that's playing right now, if you guys don't know, it's from the guy who made. That is freaking scary, bro. That is terrifying. He's staring right at me. Oh man, that's not fun. Come on, man. There's dragons over there too. Like, oh, come on. Anyway, the music that just played is not from Ark. That is from somewhere else. He's in shallow water too. Shouldn't he be in deeper water? This is gonna suck, dude. I'm gonna get killed by dragons or this thing. The music that was playing right now, I'm getting sidetracked every single time. The music that was playing right now is from there's this guy, he did an animation of the Leviathan. You guys could YouTube it. I forgot his name. He makes a bunch of dino films, 3D. He's really good at it. And the music that plays just now, where the Levy was attacking me, is the same music from his debut. So I forgot his name. He's got a very and shark. He's got like a very common like name. Like it's not a special name like Abby Soft or Absro. Like it's none of that. He's got like a really common. I think it's Wilson's. Wilson is in the name. But yeah, you could just Google it. Leviathan attacks Megalodon family, and you'll get that music that just played right now. It's really cool. Nice, good detail. That tells me that the person Moro, the person who did this mod, he is in fact a fan of that person as well, which makes sense. If you're a dinosaur fan, you know who this guy is. Simple as that. Let's not pretend. Yeah, I'm gonna hope that that Leviathan is over there still. Left me alone. Really hoping my stuff hasn't despawned yet. It more than probably did despawn. That's why when I always watch these games where people always get back to their corpse and just in time, it's just like, come on, man, come on. The ocean freaks me out, man. There's something big in there besides that megalodon making that noise. I can't see it. That freaks me out, man. The ocean freaks me out. Those are megalonias, and I gotta say, one of my favorite cave tames. Some people will say Barry. The cave is big enough, Thyla. Um, you know, maybe a dire bear if it's big enough, but not me. I like a megalonia. I like to just speed run through the whole cave by just climbing on the walls and not be catchable. The only thing that can catch you are bats, and honestly, if you got a decent pike or a sword, you can make quick work of them. Just have the antidote on you. That's their only real weapon is the mega rabies, but they don't really do that much damage if you got a good pike or a weapon, because you'll start taking them out pretty quickly. They can't help but to swarm you. They're like vultures. They got the same vulture AI, so they'll swarm you. This is taking forever, honestly. That's why when I watch those streamers and they're just like, yeah, I just made it back to my corpse, guys, and I'm just like, really? Did you really? Like, come on, man. 9 times out of 10, when you die and you have to get back to your corpse, you're more than likely going to lose your loot, especially in PvP. But this is PvE. But the timers are not as long as you would think. They'll get back on foot, like butt naked, like, guys, I just ran here. Uh, I am low on stamina. It's like, It doesn't work like that. The RNG is just so freaking crazy with hostile mods that you're running into something. As you saw, I didn't even get close to the green orb before I ran into something fast enough to catch me and kill me, which was terror birds. Which is weird because, you would think they have a biome. No, they spawn everywhere, man. The desert, they're there. Grasslands, they're there. Winter, they're there. It's just like some birds that when you read about it in Helena's dossier, when they say like you only find them in a certain area, I wish the dossier was like 100% right, but a good portion of the time, dossiers are wrong. I hear boss music. Something. I think that's another Leviathan. Yeah, that's another Leviathan. Jesus, dude. This is still safer, and I can still bring in a bed. You know what? Oh, I just realized something. All my stuff got broken. I didn't even... The freaking bed. This game is just killing me, dude. The freaking bed got broke, and this was the whole point of me bringing a freaking raft so I could have a spawn point. And within an instant, this thing attacks me and breaks it. Like, I hate this game sometimes, dude. You can't win no matter what the fuck you do. You're on land, you just get screwed. You're on the water, you're getting screwed. It's habitual. Like, it's just very annoying. And of course, I need leather and everything because I need to be able to make another bed, and I don't have it. Oh my god, dude. How do streamers not cheat? Like, I don't understand, bro. Next time you watch a streamer, just watch them. Watch them when they something incredible happens, like when they die. Watch where they are in the map. Watch where they spawn. Maybe they won't even show it sometimes. They'll be like, "Oh, I was lucky. I spawned in close." Even if you spawn in close, you can't get back to your stuff unless you have a very good team. Otherwise, the only way you can actually get it is by like sheer luck. Sheer luck, dude. Because as you can see, that plan just got freaking thrown into the water, all because I ran into a random Leviathan that was in shallow water, by the way. It's not supposed to spawn in shallow water. That's the game for you. Yeah, I know that's a premium mod, but still, Arc is Arc, and it's never going to change. You will get Arc. And I'll be honest with you, I got Arced. Because the entire time I'm watching for a lead, and I'm just like a lead sickle, like those, whatever you pronounce them. Those guys, they don't break stuff on your boat fast enough. They break your boat itself, but the stuff on it stays relatively intact. This dude just broke everything within like I think 1 or 2 shots. It's amazing that I'm not there yet. I might have to go in from this side. Let me see. Hold on. Man, this was so stupid. No, I'm better off still going on the raft through up here because I gotta go up and this is. You know what? It is about time. Like I'm on console and I'm only allowed to record at least 1 hour, so it is about time for me to cut it. Um, I am going to when I come back and record. I'm going to try to come back and record uh, at the same time that I left it at it. This sucks, dude. It really sucks. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flippity flip because why is my character darker than I made her? Can you get tans in this game? And you look at it, she's a little bit lighter here. And here, she's just really darker. Anyway, it's about time. See you guys in the next episode.